Hi guys! Today I'm going to film my current favorites. I don't really do monthly favorites because, who am I kidding? I film a video and then don't film one for 3 months. But anyways, I'm going to film just what I've been using a lot recently, what I noticed that I'm always reaching for, so that's really all I have to say, so here we go. Okay, the first thing I've been using non-stop this summer is the Nars Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen. And I'm in the color Light 3. And this is probably my favorite no foundation for summer because it's very lightweight, you're still getting an SPF, and it makes you look dewy and sun-kissed without looking like an oil slick. So I really like this. And I tend to use it also more in the winter too when I'm feeling really dry and I need more moisture in my skin, because I feel like foundations, no matter what kind they are, will cling to my dry patches in the winter, and I mean, that was not cute. So, I guess we'll go in order. Okay, so then I have 4 concealers. Whatever. Okay, so the first one is the Tarte CC Under Eye Corrector. So I guess this isn't really a concealer because it's a corrector. But I'm in the shade Light Medium, and it's this little salmon colored pot, and this is perfect. I have horrible itchy eyes due to allergies, so I'm constantly rubbing my eyes, which leaves me with really dark circles in between here, which you can't even tell because I've got this on today. But it just cancels out the blueness and the kind of dark circles like nothing I've ever used before. It's thicker, but it also doesn't just feel really heavy and thick under your eyes. It blends out easily, and the minute you set it, that's it. You're done with it. The Naked Skin Concealers, I know everybody and their mom loves these, but I have the shade Light Warm and Light Neutral. I'm in the middle of these, and it's really weird. I mean, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the color difference in the two, yeah, you can't even tell. But in person, this is like stark white under my eyes, and this is more so like my natural skin color, so I've been mixing them together to get the perfect shade. This is Light Neutral. So I'll put this one usually all under my eyes in a triangle, and then I'll put this one just in the inner corner. And this one is, what is this? Light Warm. And you can see the drastic difference in the two. So I kind of mix these to get my perfect shade, and yeah. And then I've got the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer in Vanilla. And this is kind of an honorable mention because when I first got this, I hated it. I thought it was super thick, I thought it was hard to blend, and I thought all it did was make my under eyes look drier than a desert. And so I kind of just shoved this in a drawer and kicked myself for a while for spending $30 on a concealer that was just not working for me. It was completely just bad. So then, this kind of goes hand in hand with another favorite. So then I heard about the Smashbox Photo Finish Hydrating Under Eye Primer, and I was like, this is really gimmicky. Why can't you just use a moisturizer under your eyes? Like, why can't you just use an eye cream and this should be fine? Because I was using an eye cream with this, but it still just wasn't, it was too dry. And so then I tried this, and now I love this. These two paired together is wonderful. Like, if you've gotten this and you hate it because it does the same thing to you that it did to me, try pairing it with this. And I know one more product, but it really is different than using just an eye cream, and I love these two together. Moving on. I'll mention this one real quick. I've been loving the LORAC Unzipped palette. It's really pretty. The this side, these 3 rows are all shimmer, and then these 2 rows are all matte. And I think this is really pretty for the summer because it's very bronzed and glowy and just kind of everything you want for the summer without being too much. So I've been getting some good use out of that this summer. The next thing is kind of new, and ooh, it's filthy. It's the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion, and I have the shade 351, so I think this is the darkest shimmer shade, and it looks like this. And I know that you would look at that and be like, why are you putting something that dark on your face? But I actually have it on today, and it's very subtle and shimmery, and it's really pretty, and the color is buildable, which I kind of prefer in a bronzer. I don't want something that's super pigmented, like you tap your brush in it and then pow, there's all this color on your face, because it's harder to take away and it's much easier to add. So this is gorgeous for the summer. Then, just like everybody and their mom, because I'm basic, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop, Jaclyn Hill's collaboration. This is gorgeous. There are a million other videos telling you why it's gorgeous, but it's the perfect summer highlight. I think I've got that on today too. And I mainly love this one. I love Opal on my cheekbones, but I really love this one on my brow bone. I feel like it just makes you, there it is. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay. I feel like this just makes you look, I don't want to say wet, because I don't really feel like anybody wants to look wet, but you just look dewy and youthful and radiant, and it's gorgeous. Sticking on the glowy, radiant, dewy Hot Mess Express, the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Blush in Dim Infusion. This is a beautiful coral color. I don't really know what else to say about it other than it just adds a beautiful glow to your cheeks. And subtle color. You're not going to get super high pigment from these blushes. I've got 3 of them, and I've noticed that, I mean, you can build it if you really want to cake on the product, but I feel like what makes these so good is that it is just a light flush of color. It's very natural, because I feel like a lot of people just go heavy-handed with the blush, and then it just looks goofy. And I already have rosacea, so my cheeks are already somewhat red, and so I don't really like to deepen that color, because then it looks like I'm wearing blush like from here to here, and that's not cute. Speaking of my rosacea, I found a product that helps tremendously. Now, it doesn't help every single day, but if you use it consistently, it does help over time. But there will still be some days where my skin is just irritated and it's not having it, and it's gonna be red. But it is the Juice Beauty Soothing Serum, and this is my 2nd bottle of this. I just started it, and I just put it on before my moisturizer, and it's very soothing. It calms the irritation. It kind of helps the heat that comes with rosacea. It helps the heat go away, which is nice, because I don't think anybody likes to feel like their face is just on fire. So I really, really like this, and I don't feel like I'll ever be able to stop using it, because nothing has helped with the redness on my cheeks quite like this has. Got a couple brow products. I've been using the Anastasia Brow Wiz in medium brown to fill in my brows, because right now, in the winter, I tend to go for a fuller, thicker, darker brow, but in the summer, I'm always scared that it'll like sweat off, or ew, it'll look horrible. And so I've just been lightly filling them in with this, and then I will set it with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel, the tinted brow gel in brunette. And this just adds like a subtle color, but it's still got the staying power as the clear brow gel, so it just sets them in place. You're good to go. You don't have to worry about sweating off your brows. And then another honorable mention is the Maybelline New York Define a Brow. This is very much like the Anastasia one. The point is not quite as fine, but it's still pretty fine. I mean, that's a pretty fine tip. But the one thing I will say is this one doesn't blend quite as easily as the Anastasia one. But, I mean, this is $5, this is $20, so take your pick. Okay, only a couple more things left. I've been loving the Honey Trap Lip Balm by Lush. I put this on morning and night. It's very soothing, and it kind of, you feel it sink in quickly, but then you don't feel the need to constantly keep putting it on your lips. I don't like to feel like I'm wearing a glossy type of, like the Aquaphor. I don't like to put that on my lips, and I don't like the Vaseline, because then I feel like my lips just look super glossy and shiny. And I mean, let's be realistic, my hair gets stuck in it, and I don't like it. So I've been using this a lot, and I really, really like it. And it's not that expensive. Okay, so the nail polish I've been loving, that I'm actually about to paint my nails after this video, is Essie's Style Cartel. It's this gorgeous, deep, deep navy blue, and I know it's still technically August, so it's still summer, but fall is my favorite season, so the minute July is up, I just bust out everything fall, and I have no shame, and I do not care. So I can't wait to get this on my nails. And that looks like it's it. So, and until next time, bye guys!